session.
What happened in this combat session?
We killed lots of people. We spared one person. These people that I speak of were sent from the Hell Demon dude wanting Maeve for some reason. I can't remember.
Unknown reasons. Yeah.
Unknown reasons.
Not specified.
And I mean that's pretty much. Well, I mean, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I'm sorry. Maeve's dad passed away. Ebenezer wasn't real close, so he doesn't really know how to feel in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any other details you can remember you want to add in there, or anything else?
I know that we're still. Leaf is still Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, I'll give it to you. You get an inspiration roll this session here.
Yes.
Other things to be added: these soldiers that were after you were sent not only by the big guy, but also came from the Seafoam Court of Fae.
Oh yeah, I would never remember.
Morgan had gotten a message from Ballas warning you that these guys were coming and that Leaf was indeed down and unresponsive.
An idiot.
Also, Maeve saw her best friend that she thought was dead, turned out was kind of alive, and then she killed him immediately.
Yeah.
Maeve's hardcore, dude. Don't fuck with Maeve.
10 out of 10, Maeve. Do it again.
Straight up.
Fires were started in civilian houses and were quickly put out with some quick thinking from Kinfath and some of the elders in turn. Lots of amazing combat beats happened between Maeve hitting everybody in a huge row with the thing that I did not see with the fucking vines, and Morgan sniping multiple people off the field with his magic missiles. Lots of great shit. And I think
Got you.
Eb sent out the
Ren,
tidal wave.
Zach, did you keep count of how many arrows Ren took in that fight?
It was something like 13 or 14. It was a considerable amount.
And standing like a champion.
I had 1 HP.
Like a champion.
Like a champ.
Then,
I'll keep going.
yes, as Riley said at the end of the combat, one of the snipers turned and shot Rodon, who had been downed a couple rounds before, killing him. Everybody then gathered. Maeve took the cloak from her father after doing everything they could to make sure that that he couldn't be brought back, and we're left here in this moment of quiet. Everybody now all combat has resolved. Those of you who were not in the sort of immediate middle area, would you gather up, or are you looking into the civilian times? What's everybody doing right now?
Ebenezer would kind of just be looking. He's still like not entirely with the group. Still, he was closer to the village, if I'm remembering correctly. He's kind of just like kind of taken aback at the violence, being so uncertain about why it happened in the first place, and seeing all the damage. And it's like why? Like he's just asking, like, just kind of doing that whole shtick right now. And he'll be doing that for a minute or two in a daze. I'll let everyone else.
Sure. What are our Fae guys feeling after this moment? Like, you guys just fought off some version of other courts, people you knew. Maybe not by name, but like these people are like you, and you just put down, better part of 30 of them. How are you both feeling in this moment?
Pretty used to it.
Yeah, it's like a daily occurrence. I will say to Ren, what the message I got was, again, but reiterate on like something's going on, warlike, that is bigger than normal, and I'm going to keep a lookout for whoever's coming to get us, since Leaf is apparently down.
All right. That established Kaelinor, Vesper, what are you guys doing?
I was trying to do a lot of stuff with Maeve's dad situation. So I'm kind of in that area as this is playing out. I would have like closed his eyes and stuff like that.
I probably, having seen that happen, would have, after the battle finished, kind of found a spot, a respectful distance away, not really knowing how to deal with the feelings, just kind of being present.
Kinfeth?
I think it would be like the last to act, because the last thing combat-wise that happened, and so I'll kind of like finish pushing the guy, and then like and then I like look around, make sure the building is stopped, it's not burning actively, and I'll survey everything and see Maeve and everyone kind of gathering, jog over. Oh my God, what happened? I missed it. What happened over here?
I'm sorry, are you coming to where Dad is?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, well, this guy's dead. This is Maeve's dad. I got nothing.
Maeve,
What does Maeve say? How is Maeve feeling?
I don't really think she'd be trying to have like a conversation, but she'd probably like try to find her mom and start like doing how they do it there, burial type thing or whatever.
Yeah, if you are looking for your mom, you know that she was last seen in the infirmary. You head that way, and you find her inside with no, actually, Leah left, but yeah, you see her still tending to people, having not seen any of this occur.
Damn. I guess Maeve would just walk up and be like, "Hey, Mom." Probably just lead her over there. I don't really know how to say that.
Sure. She follows you, looking concerned the whole time, and when she sees Rodon there on the ground, she kneels down next to him, and her hands are shaking, and she starts to just sob as she holds the hand of her deceased husband. And that goes on for quite a while.
I would have left, gotten up and walked away to give her space.
Same.
Eventually, she halfway composes herself to say, "Who did this? Who were these people?"
Am I the only one over there?
Yes.
I mean, I'm probably like awkward
Okay.
distance. Like, should I leave?
Maybe it'd just be like, they were from the Fey realm. They were sent by the Lord of Pestilence.
Why him? Okay. I need to let the other elders know. She gets up and she. Are you holding Rodon's cloak, or have you donned it?
I don't know that I would have like actually taken it yet. I just wanted to say that I was going to the last
Sure.
campaign. I didn't want to like yank it off of
Dibs.
him the second he was dead, but
Gotcha. You see her walk off to find the other elders in the circle here, leaving really just sort of you players all here. Do you have any sort of interactions with each other?
Ren.
Yep.
If I may, Ebony's just gonna waddle up to you. There is someone alive over there. Of the people that just attacked us. I thought that that would be interesting.
I don't.
Should we question him or? Because what the hell just happened? Exactly. I mean,
They seem to be vacant-minded. That didn't really seem like they were very conscious. I don't know that it would do much good.
with that being said, Ebenezer will like kind of mumble under his breath, and it's you don't make anything out of it. It's just kind of like out loud thinking. Can I go over to the body? And I don't have detect magic, do I? Frick. That's a spell.
Probably not
isn't it?
conjuration.
Certainly not. Divination.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna approach the body. What Ebenezer is gonna like look at it? Like, what does it look like?
Well, I can give you. Let me put in Lands Beyond here. Some of these tokens were actually really cool, so let me just try just any random one. This is
Cool.
what they look like, with the exception of their eyes have no distinction of iris and pupil. It is just an inky blackness and a bit of sort of tenderly expansion, like really weird eyeshadow coming off the sides as well.
Does it look like the corruption?
It looks very similar to what you've seen on the tree previously.
Do these guys have like physical bodies and just bleed water, or do they have like liquid bodies that just disperse when they die?
A bit of both. They have physical bodies that bleed water. Also, when they die, they return to water.
Oh, so like all their stuff, physical stuff, is just on the ground?
Yeah.
And they're not there anymore at all?
They're gone, yeah.
That is, well, that armor is a lot less scavenged now.
Kaelinor. Ebenezer's gonna like call out to you and look around for you.
Okay, I suppose I would go for. Yes.
You have to.
We have to help this man. At the very least, he could give us some information about everything that just happened.
I don't think that these men were in charge of the. I don't think he'll have any information for us. He will likely just try to attack us again.
Well, Could you at least detect magic to see what he's going through, if anything?
I suppose I can try. I detect magic for anything magic on their bodies, but I will attempt. I'll cast detect magic.
Cool. Tell me exactly what I need to tell you about it.
Okay.
Who they are, who they work for, why they're here.
I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic this way, I can. I learn at school. Is all I get. Like what type of magic is affecting it?
Gotcha. Necromancy. Necromancy is absolutely affecting this.
So like, essentially, it's undead. I can ascertain that much. Can I make a check to
Yeah.
determine if that's the case or something?
Give me Arcana, yeah. And let me know what it is, because I'm bringing up my
Natural 20 on my best skill.
Incredible. Okay, let me pull up my game log real quick, and then I'll explain this.
Fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, on a nat 20, you are able to discern with your detect magic that this is an undead in a sense that Fae are not born and therefore not killed in the same way. Their death is not the same. But so this version of an undead you are able to ascertain was never killed. It just was moved from life to undead.
Would I know, like, if that's functionally the same and this thing will have a mind of its own, or is that what I know?
Yeah, you would be able to ascertain that it is essentially mindless as well. I think throughout the rest of the battle, you would have picked up on that as well.
I kind of got that idea. I would like to, rather than verbally responding, throw Luther's dagger through its heart. And as it comes back to my, do I have to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
No, you just missed.
Go ahead and continue before I describe.
I was gonna throw it, and then as the dagger comes back to my hand, nothing but a husk.
Ebenezer will kind of fall onto his rear end, looking kind of like in horror, but not like. He's looking in horror, but not like absolutely, downfall. But he will say like, what is this? What is going on, Galenor? I feel so lost right now.
There are a great many elements at play. It is a lot to keep up with. I don't know much more what to tell you past that.
Around that time, you see Perrin, Leah, and Marceline, the three remaining elders, all gathering around Rodon and Maeve, and Anna comes back as well. They all kneel down and start a discussion about what this means and how they move forward. And it's all very quiet and solemn, and you can tell that they are trying to maintain their responsibilities while feeling very broken. But at the end of it, Perrin says, well, we'll need to reunite him with nature, and I'm sure he left a will. We just need to find it in the house. I'll prepare the site. And he stands up and he holds his hand out to Percivine, who joins his and his together, and they walk off towards the beachhead to the northeast.
Before they get too far out, I'm gonna say, how can I help at all in any way?
Yeah, they turn around and they see you and say, "We'll take any help we can get. Please come."
Absolutely.
I'm probably gonna join that.
I would like to follow that if it's, or unless that's coinciding with my interaction with Ebenezer.
No, this is happening afterwards, but sure, yeah. Anyone who wants to go with that can. Anna looks.
Ebenezer-
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say Ebenezer will stay back and help with a cleanup.
Sure. Anna looks at Maeve and says, "Okay, dearie, could you go to your father's house, to our house, and go to your father's room, and there's a small vase next to the bed. That's where he kept his will, if you wouldn't mind."
She'll just get up and walk, and like nod.
Awesome. What are our Fae folks doing this time?
Who had the ring to contact? I say it's a ring. I don't know that it's a ring per se, but Darla, was it?
Kimpath had it.
Oh, yo.
I'd go to Kinfeth. And
Okay.
if you can open that.
Absolutely.
You'll go ahead, sorry.
I would open the portal for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna say you guys make it to the beachhead, so that kind of happens over there.
Okay.
And Morgan, are you doing anything else in particular, or are you just sort of waiting to see if a correspondent comes through?
That.
Heard. Cool then. Yeah, you get over there. Kinfath opens the portal. What are you doing there?
Is this something I just talked through, or?
Yeah, so it opens up. You hear, in fact, the sounds of a casino, like fucking what would be. There are no slot machines here, but somehow you hear the sound of slot machines and just drinking and general raucousness. But you see Darla's back as she's like doing things in the front counter, and this portal sort of opens up behind her.
Darla. Hey, Darla.
Jesus Christ! What the fucking? Yeah. What? What's up, doll?
You gave us this ring thing.
Yeah. It's why.
I'll bend over in the portal and be like, "Hey, hello, I'm here too."
You guys haven't used this for like a long time now. I kind of forgot I gave it to you.
Yeah. I don't. Time's a little weird right now.
That's fair. It's probably felt like it's been like months for you guys.
It's been a variation of like a few hundred years. It's kind of wild, actually. But hey,
you're gonna have to give me that tea when you're back. But okay, what's going on?
You, I know you dabble in some goods here and there. Are you able to trade human weapons?
Well, I'm not really a weapons girl. I'm more of a spell components and things that more Faye would use. But it depends, I guess. But what do you got?
I have some scimitars A lot of them.
You know, I can. Can I see one? Can you shove it through the hole here?
I'll pull out a scimitar and I'll shove it through and I'll say, okay, look. So, Tabulata was not Tabulata, and about 20 some of Tabulata's troops attacked me and my friends. This is what's left. I've never bullshit you before. This is just me being honest.
Well, I do appreciate the transparency. Sweetheart, I don't think I can sell these to anybody. I mean, they have clear markings of Seafoam soldiers. I could try to sell them, but then I'd have a lot of people mad at me, I think. So.
No, it's all good. I completely forgot to look at the picture of these specific markings when I picked up the item after the last combat session that I knew was there. Okay, no big deal. I'll just pawn them off on some stupid human.
Hey, careful now. I'm some stupid human. Don't forget.
You're a fake one.
I am now. She shoves the scimitar back through the hole.
Always.
There are a lot of stupid humans in. Y'all are in Wynn now, right? So just go to Ashmere. They'll.
Yeah. Hey, about that. What do you? Why am I blanking on the name? Why am I?
Thonia?
Yeah, Thonia. Hey, do you? Yeah, you know the place that we were in for 2 years. Do you have any knowledge of a place called Thonia?
Oh yeah, that's my old stomping grounds.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, for a bit. I mean, my brother had a whole thing going on there, and I had lots of protection, so I could just, kind of do whatever I wanted.
Do you have? I want to ask so badly, but I wouldn't have a reason. Yeah. Do you know any easy way to get from Wynn to Thonia if we were looking to do that?
Oh, well, I mean, the easiest way would be by ship. Quite honestly, if you go to hold on. I'm thinking. Trying to remember the name of this place. What's it called? Andover. If you go to Andover, there's ships coming in and out of there all the time. I mean, hop on one of those, they'll take you across. I mean, there's not that many captains to know the way. It's kind of secluded, the two continents, I suppose. But surely one can find a way.
Is that a trip you've taken before?
Yeah, I mean, I made it to Wynn eventually. That's where I was found by the, all this.
Do you know how much a trip like that runs?
Oh, not too much. I mean, for me, to be honest, I didn't have to pay for it. I mean, my brother did. But if you work on the ship while you're going, people will give you a discount. I didn't. Because, can you imagine me with these hands? No. Come on now.
I don't like how natural this voice feels for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Sorry for just popping in.
No, I mean, by all means, I gave you the ring. I just kind of had forgotten. Use it more often, dear.
I feel bad for popping in. I literally don't know any other way to do this.
No, please do. I like seeing your face. Where's Morgan at, by the way?
Morgan!
I hear it and I come over.
If it's attached to my ring, I'll swing in a swivel 360 type of deal.
I'm gonna grab Morgan by the back of his collar.
It's not floating above your ring. No, it's in one place after you summon it.
Damn, okay.
I'm grabbing Morgan by the collar and swinging him in front of this window.
Ah, fuck.
Morgan!
Hi.
Hey, sweetie.
I'm gonna say nice seeing you, darling. I'm gonna give Morgan a pat on the back as I walk away.
Morgan,
Mm,
you'll never believe it.
what?
Emerald was just here the other day. You know Emerald?
Mm,
You know Emerald.
mm,
She was here the other day, and
uh-huh.
she said, "Do you know anybody who's looking? Because I'm trying to make someone jealous."
Well, go ahead and show her to somebody.
Well, do you want? Should I hook her up with somebody? Should I? Because look, listen, I can do it for you, but I'm good at matchmaking. Okay, so if I put her with somebody, it's gonna be somebody good. I can't guarantee what's gonna happen after that.
I am not in control of one's fate, just my own.
Well, I do not control the speed at which lobsters die, but we're all trying our best.
I do have a question though.
What's that, sweetie?
Just gonna go on and ignore all that.
Speaking of that,
What the fuck
Please
is
do.
going on over there?
Oh, that's a great question, actually. My sort of little slice of life over here has been spared most of the grotesqueness, but what I hear from the other queens is we're down a court right now. Some big guy came in here, started slicing people left and right, corrupting folks, I guess, but
Okay. Did he happen to just randomly teleport in the middle of everything and just go?
well, I mean, I wasn't there when it happened. I wasn't even there until after it all went down, but
So is he still there?
well, everybody's making plans to stop him, I guess, but I mean, I don't
Yes.
really have a whole lot. Yes, I mean, I don't have a lot to do about it. I'm a lady who they appointed, and I'm just a casino broker, really,
You should.
and a
get up.
love maker. I'm a matchmaker, if you will.
Could you do something for me?
What can I do for you?
Can you get a message to Amethyst
Well, I can certainly try.
and have her speed up the process of what's happening so we can get back and maybe help with this whole predicament?
What is it that's happening?
Well, Leaf has been kaputted. I don't know what he's doing, how he got downed, but he was our ride back after our lantern was stolen. So,
Well, geez, I mean, I know they don't like sending people if they can avoid it, but I'll let them know, and we'll at least figure something out for you. We want to see you back.
well, I think it's going to be needed.
All right, I'll get on it. You all have a great rest of your day. Yeah, how's everything going, by the way? Is everything peachy keen and bright and happy where
No.
you are?
No. It is
I'm not doing too
almost
bad.
hellish here than it is there.
Thanks for asking.
Oh, it's that fun little bear guy.
Nah, no.
Things could be
Okay,
worse.
you know what? I'll let
Optimism
you go.
to a fault.
I got a lot of customers. I'll see you all later.
Nah.
And she closes the portal from her side.
I'm gonna turn around and just roll my eyes at the sky and walk away.
Okay, that all done. Those of you over there at the beachhead, you see Heron and Persephone starting to essentially build a sort of wooden stretcher, essentially, out of vines and things from around. But Rodan is a big guy, so it's taking a long time to gather everything, and so they ask for your help with putting this all together.
Absolutely. Put me in, coach.
Meanwhile, Maeve, you get back to your old house. Is there anything here that you want to do before you grab the will?
Didn't think about that. Maybe a change of clothes. She's been rocking the same rags since she left. But other than that, there's not much there, I don't think.
Valid. Would you? So you were pretty much like, even in your description, we're just kind of wearing like greenish rags before. Is this like a glow up happening, or just other rags?
Probably just other rags. Or this
Okay.
is like like the next season when the characters get a costume change.
Gotcha. And it's
That's
like
what-
slightly more budget.
Yeah.
What does this all look like then? What are you now rocking?
Well, I guess yeah, the same stuff but less holes, and she did get leather armor from Darla at one point. So like that instead of just like a shirt, and then the cool cape now. Eventually. Yeah.
Rad. You get all that. You look through your dad's room, which has I think it elicits multiple feelings with good memories of being in here as a much younger child, as well as more recent memories of being at odds with your dad and realizing that you were still at odds with him as he died. And through those emotions, you grab the will. And unless there's anything you'd like to add to that situation, then you can head on out. You make your way over to the elders in the sort of center of the village. You see Marceline, the now oldest of the group, takes the will from you and looks through it. And it's all mostly straightforward, she says, but then she gets to sort of the important parts near the bottom. He leaves almost everything to Anna, who is just still sobbing, but like nods in acknowledgement. Except a couple of things. Chief's mantle. He passes to Maeve, should she be ready. Quote. And you then realize that the chiefhood has always been decided here by the previous chief, who will be next. Many times it's children, but it doesn't have to be. But this is being offered not only his cape, the literal mantle, but also the taking up the reins of chiefhood, if you are ready. What do you say in that moment?
She'll probably like step back a little, and she'll be like, oh, this is tough. This is a toughie. She would just probably say, like, I have brought more harm to Kalpara than good, and I don't know if I could do even half as good as my dad did. I would love to try to fix things, but it seems like I have some other things to fix first.
They all look around at each other and say, well, his cape, notably, is going to be yours. Anna says, actually, specifically to you. But he chose you as chief, which means for this moment, it's up to you to decide who will be chief. Yes,
She'll say,
Elf over there.
I'll do it.
Sick.
no. She'll take it and kind of put it on, and she'll be like, until I can fix what I've done, I think it would be in our best interest to have my mother acting as chief for the time being.
He nods and she stands up. Thank you, dear, but we'll get started on all that. My chiefing, I guess, maybe tomorrow. For now, they turn. Do you see the party here, as well as Heron and Percyvine, now with a built sort of stretcher there of wood. We return to nature. The elders pick him up and they place him on this stretcher, and the three remaining plus your mother essentially act as pallbearers as they put him on their shoulders and walk to the beach, where here you see your circle's eternal flame that has been going for generations. To the rest of you, it looks like basically a bonfire, but just massive, and they're constantly tending to it. Right along, like on the sand, right before the ocean. And they bring this stretcher forward on either side of the fire, sort of long ways. They say a prayer in Druidic, hoping to return his spirit to the spirits of the wilds and slowly immerse his body in the flames. Yes.
Can Maeve have also made something to contain at least a little bit of what's left of Leoris, since they never got to do that, and kind of like bring it to his dad and be like, I am so sorry, and then kind of do that for him too?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to bring part of Leoris, or you want to bring Leoris over there too?
Well, whatever is left of him that can be like given a burial, because he kind of like, didn't you say he turned to like dust almost?
Oh no, he just his heart dissipated from the
Okay.
blackness and he just fell over dead.
Then him, yeah.
Cool.
Ideally, not just part of him. Okay.
Just his
Yeah.
foot.
As you do so, you see Theldamar look. He already didn't like you, and you know this. But I will say, actually, in looking for him, during all this, you see him riding up from what you presume to be the tower. He shut off the flare, and was not present in all this.
Brad.
But he sees now the body of his son, which he never got to see last time he died. And you see the expression of a man who has no tears left to cry, just holding his son. He looks at you and does not say anything, but he kind of hoists him up and brings him over, and shortly after Rodon's immersion in the fire, lays him within it as well. He then, without another word, moves off into the circle. the rest of the elders and the rest of the party here, they get their spirits about them through this sort of mourning, and they say, passing one spirit along to nature is always meant to be a celebration. And while this one is particularly hard to celebrate, we will not dishonor Rodon by making this a tragedy. You see Percivine move off, comes back shortly with barrels of mead, and multiple people have been preparing a feast here. And you see the tone slowly change in the next few minutes, and like 15 to an hour of total mourning to, by the end of it, true jubilation and celebration. What do you guys all do during this time?
Probably grab a drink and stand on the sideline and talk shit about what the hell's going on.
Great idea. Who are you talking shit with?
Kaelinor.
Yeah.
Kaelinor and Vesper both grabbed a drink. Speaking of, Kaelinor, could you make me a Constitution check?
Yes! Wait, I heal him quickly!
3 + 1.
Oh,
Cool. Let me change some tallies real quick.
I don't like that. Tallies? Plural?
Multiple
Tallies?
multiple tallies. Yeah, you see pretty quickly this infection starting to spread up your arm. Well, I mean, I guess it would be sleep, but you certainly feel it as you're standing there next to Vesper.
Does it hurt?
It definitely hurts.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it like a constant like burning pain, or is it like just like
It's
something
like
that stings when I move it?
it feels like frostbite.
Awful. Great.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Frostbite?
Sitting there like clenching my fist, trying not to make a big deal about it.
Do you say anything about it to Vesper?
I probably should, huh?
Yeah.
The arm. Can pull up my sleeve a little bit and see it. Like, I mean, I don't think my armor would go down that. I just pull my arm out.
Oh,
What does it look like?
shit.
It looks just like. It looks like if Iron Man 2, you know, the thing that goes like crawling up him, that, but more
Beautiful.
organic,
Beautiful.
like less geometric.
That is exactly what I have been imagining. Like, fantastic. It seems to be moving with steadily increased pace,
Yes, that is noticeably worse than last time.
and it's not been very long.
Are you missing HP? Did I see you get injured in battle?
No, the only thing that should have hit me, I deflected.
Well, I'm
Fast
gonna
like the wind.
try it anyway. I'm going to healing hands as I grab your arm. Mechanically it's 6 points of healing, but I'm just gonna grab it and kind of like inspect you kind of rudely like an object. And then I'm gonna go, that's getting worse. And then kind of
It's
pace
certainly-
about for a moment.
Certainly feels like. Does this spell do anything?
It heals you for 6.
Yeah. I think
Oh.
as. Oh, go ahead.
That's
Do you have a different idea?
no, that's all I got.
Yeah, I think as you do this, Callum's specific healing has always had an effect on your arm.
Vesper?
Vesper. Fuck.
You said Callan
Vesper's
healing, and didn't sound right.
Vesper's specific healing has always had an effect on your arm, and you see as he does it, it does shrink away. Not quite all the way like you're used to it happening.
Lovely.
Oh, well, that helped. You know, a little.
A little. I'm starting to think we may not have time to wait for Fae Queen's side to help us.
Yeah. Well, time's a fucky thing. We kind of figured that out.
I mean,
What if we go back in time? I think it's back. And find that other Kalinor and just cut his arm off and replace it.
other Kalen.
Well, I mean, if there's another timeline, maybe one that didn't sell the book.
Well, I don't know that I'm entirely comfortable enough with our understanding of these timelines to assume that cutting off a different Kalinor in the past's arm wouldn't result in me not having an arm.
I will say, just as interjectional exposition here, that Zerafel did say that there is only one timeline. There aren't like diverting paths. It's just one thing affects everything, and it's one straightforward path.
I thought you said we could run into ourselves.
I mean, that's entirely possible, but it wouldn't be a different timeline. That would be
Oh,
the same timeline.
sure. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
Us making paradoxes and destroying the timeline.
Yeah, this is what I was attempting to suggest.
Right. So
Well, so that would most certainly result in me then not having an arm, otherwise, and us creating a paradox and destroying all the time, probably.
Well, think
So-
about it. If you didn't have the arm, it couldn't.
It couldn't exactly,
if you
and
didn't
therefore
have the
we
arm,
would have never gone
you
back
wouldn't be
in
here.
time
You couldn't go back in time.
to remove my arm.
Yeah.
Plus,
Then-
Kalinor would have to exist in the past in one of these time rifts.
Who keeps
I know.
saying that? I'm getting this weird vibe. This party is throwing me off.
Sorry.
Oh man.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't work. We could replace your arm with a plant.
A plant.
Sounds better when you say it.
Okay, we're gonna cut from this conversation. What's going on with Ebenezer?
Ebenezer wants to find Maeve as he's wandering around the now festive area that I've supposedly helped set up because I stood back to do this with people.
Where does he find Maeve?
Where do I find Maeve?
Maeve would be off from the party, like kind of by the fire, and she'll be like against a tree, like writing in a little journal or something.
Ebenezer will waddle up and kind of sit down next to you. I hope you enjoyed the fireworks, Maeve. I wanted you to have the best seat in the house, and Kinfath helped me with that. I hope that brought you some enjoyment.
She'll say, "Yeah, yeah, that was really cool. Thank you."
Sorry, it kind of led to you falling off said tree. I hope that was not part of the plan, obviously.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm sorry about your father,
Me too.
and I won't harp on it, but if you do need anything, let me know.
Thank you.
Ebenezer will like stand up and stretch his back. Oh,
Cracking lots of times. as he's an
cracking
old man.
lots. Oh,
Maeve will jump.
don't get old like me, Maeve. Don't get old like me. And Ebenezer's gonna go find the Kool-Aid. He's gonna wander off and find the Kool-Aid.
Red, they have mead. Do you want alcohol?
Heck yeah!
All right.
Uh-oh.
Last time Ebenezer drank alcohol, it didn't go well.
Almost instantly.
It's been a hard day.
Head off and find that.
Yeah.
You other three, what are you doing in the merriment?
I would also like to approach Maeve. After.
How would? Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
And I would just kind of walk up and make sure that my presence is known without directly saying anything immediately. And then I'll go, Maeve, oftentimes it is said that a life lost is a life gained. And I urge you to view this overturning of life as an opportunity for you to increase your knowledge and depth of character. And then I'll give her a slight nod and walk away to just kind of like awkwardly stand, not like against the wall, but also not in the partying that may or may not be going on.
Sure.
Just on the fringe.
So what it sounds like is there's a party going on amongst the druids here, and all of you are wallflowers.
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, I'll go dance.
Ebenezer's about to get
Relatable.
wasted, so
Yeah, except for Ebenezer, yeah.
I'm almost 7 feet tall, so I'm just hanging out.
Morgan, Ren, are you guys doing anything? Having any conversations? Would you discuss what had happened here today with the Seafoam Court?
No, to be honest, I'd probably just be meditating. I wouldn't probably be partaking.
I'm gonna be at the entrance of the village, waiting for whoever's coming.
Heard.
All right, DM, give me a pastime check on how drunk I am.
Give me a Constitution check.
Please be smashed 3 seconds in.
Constitution check.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a check.
Should be a saving throw so we can lose everything.
17.
Gonna do the same
Nice. I'm doing pretty good.
With 17 Constitution, you are feeling in that perfect buzz state, I think.
Heck
You're socially lubricated without being obnoxious and are not falling over yourself.
Way to say
Socially lubricated.
that. Way to say that, Jesus.
If another hour passes and the party's still going, hit me up again.
Cool. Well, does anybody else have anything specific they want to do during the party that's going to last multiple hours here?
Oh,
I think my proximity to this intimate and obviously somewhat ritualistic and sacred endeavor would be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
This is obviously a thing that they do, and I would kind of feel out of place participating in it directly.
And you know what? Probably 30 minutes in then, Marceline comes over to, not Marceline, I'm going to say Persephone, because you know Persephone already, is going to come over to the two of you sitting on the side. If you guys don't start partying and drinking, these druids are not going to take it well. That's going to be very offensive. You must join us. You are guests. I mean, you don't have to drink. That's up to your own decision. I can't make you consent to drinking, of course, but join in the merriment.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we supposed to be sad or happy?
It's a bit of both, isn't it? sad they're gone, happy it happened, happy they're now with the spirits.
Okay. And I'll make a fucking beeline for the alcohol, I guess. And I'll bring back like 4 fucking mugs or whatever, and I'll be like, happy fucking,
I'll take one from him and drink it.
Red. Yeah, this party goes on for a long time, and by the end of it, you can tell that while today was still a hard day, spirits are lifted. And if nobody else has anything else they want to do tonight, then I couldn't tell your hand go. Yeah, do you have someone else?
Yeah, just before the fire gets put out, Maeve was writing over there. I'm gonna say that she'll write like a letter to her dad and put that in the fire, and then she'll have also wrote like a letter to her mom to give to her before like the party's over.
Sure. Do you want to express anything that may have been written on this letter or no?
Maybe I'll write it out for real to give like to you so you know, so the mom knows.
Sure.
But other than that, they wouldn't know, so they won't know.
Cool.
Damn.
I want to know.
Oh, I'll ask.
Yeah, that all happens. The fire doesn't ever get put out, by the way. This is an eternal fire that's been
Right.
going on for generations. But
I mean, before we leave.
So it might go out soon.
Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out.
Ooh.
Where's the water helmet?
Yeah. Ebenezer, what was that spell you used again? Tidal wave?
That'll work.
After a long night of merriment, things do eventually die down. Multiple people end up so drunk that they just fall asleep here on the grass. Do you guys all think you might make it back to like the little camp that you made, or individually did you all fall asleep against a tree?
It depends on how
what
wasted
do
I
you
am.
do? You decide how wasted you want Ebenezer to have gotten. That's
Make
fine.
'em make them roll a d12, and that's how many beers they had.
Oh, it could roll a
How
one.
many
and
glasses of
only have
mead?
one.
Yeah, roll a d12 for me.
D12 plus 2.
4?
6 is beer.
Four. Okay, or are doing sure. We're
6?
deciding as we go.
Yeah.
6 total
Times
glasses
2.
of mead.
6?
How strong is this mead?
Yeah, it's a great.
How strong is the mead?
It's at 18%.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
He
Get
got
fast.
so
Get fast,
fucking
bro.
drunk.
After that,
Get fast.
They
Get
don't,
fast.
but yes.
Get fast.
They just
Get
get
fast.
fucking wasted.
You're blind.
Get fast. Where are you?
I'm right here.
I hear you.
I'm literally
fast.
just stick your hand out about 2 feet and then
Oh,
put
I'm
the
gonna like fall into you. Oh, get fast.
left- I'll cradle him.
There's conjuration magic over there.
Ah,
There's conjuration magic.
conjuration.
And he's gonna like pass out.
Pat him on the forehead.
drop him on the ground.
I'm just gonna sit here and hold him. Actually,
Are you like sitting against a tree holding him as he
Yeah,
sleeps?
just gonna like shift them around so that he's comfortable. How tall are you, Ebenezer?
Oh god, I think I'm 4'9".
I'm,
What? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
That's why I say Waddle all the time, because he's so short. He's an old
I
short
I
man.
can't believe you're so small.
4'9" is very short, even for
I
a
am-
short guy.
I am over
me-
6
You're a
foot
human,
tall.
right?
Alright, everybody calm down. Let me see if I wrote this somewhere.
There's just a lot of like past
mean,
judging
like
that we have to get out of the way.
5'4" would be reasonable.
Okay, I wrote 5'8".
That is completely different.
Okay, we're gonna put you at 5'4" from here on forth because that's
Yeah.
short. But not unreasonably short.
I'm gonna be 5'3" to spite everybody.
Sure, it's cool with me, man.
Okay.
I have a
The only person
personal
you're
problem.
spiting is yourself.
With that information, Kenfath,
yeah, I'll take Ebenezer and I'll like kind of pull him over so that my back is here. My back is to the tree, and his head is like right here, and he's facing out. And I have my arms over his chest, and so he's just like cradled in between my legs.
I love it.
Vesper's gonna like walk into view and then walk out.
And then I'll call it there. I'll keep him.
All right. Incredible. All this done, we
Full rest?
jump through time. Everybody can full rest as you fall asleep. Wherever you fall asleep.
I would have seen people laying in the grass and thought that's what we were supposed to do.
I would have gone back to the camp where I left my stuff.
Valid.
I'd be at the gate, but I'd be slept.
Everybody gets their meditation or they're sleeping. When the morning comes, Morgan, you finally get another message.
Ah,
Is this
Fucking
before or
hell.
after 7 a.m.?
Does this matter?
Because I was supposed to have a magic lesson with somebody at 7 a.m. And I am absolutely going to be there regardless of whether or not the guy mourning a dead friend is there. So I'm just curious.
It would certainly happen after 7 a.m. So I'll get to you in a second. We're gonna hold that thought.
Haha!
I don't care because I'm gonna flub it trying to answer it.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I don't fucking do it.
Just think about it.
Persephone does make it to the lesson. It is like crack of dawn. Sun is coming up over the horizon. He looks a little bit hungover, but is like he's all right. Like, but he I think would probably be there before you are there, just because he's a super early riser and he's like waiting for you. As you approach, he says, "All right, Kaelinor, we have a lot to learn today. How are you feeling after all that?"
I feel sympathy for your loss. Certainly didn't mean as much to me as it did to you, and that sounds shitty.
And he kills you on the spot.
I feel for your loss. As far as the battle, that is unfortunately become more of a common occurrence for us. I don't find that affecting me.
And how are you handling the morning after drinking?
I didn't have too terribly much. I'm not much of a drink.
All right. Well, glad to hear it.
You seem to be having plenty of fun. Plenty of fun. That's how you speak.
Oh, well, you simply must. When a loved one reconnects with nature. Speaking of connecting with nature, why don't we give it another shot, see if anything's changed?
Certainly.
If you would roll me a DC 30 Arcana check.
I was supposed to get a more cohesive training experience.
Don't worry.
I nat one.
Didn't you last time too?
He's still hungover. It's fine.
He sees this like innate struggle to do so, to perform the spell, and he says, "Kaelinor, I think. No, I know you are a rather studied wizard. Would you agree?
I've dedicated my life to it.
You're rather good at what you do, then."
I am competent.
I think you're thinking about this wrong. You see, you're familiar with Arcana in the way that you can manipulate it academically. You have the right words and you have the right materials and you move your hands in the right motion, and therefore A plus B equals C. Nature magic, druidic magic is not like that. Druidic magic is all about feeling the arcana that exists in nature everywhere and not using it so much as manipulating it in a new direction. Think of it as a ever-flowing river. It's already moving. It's already doing something. And when you want to use it, you must simply create a new path. Dig a new moat, if you will. You can't think of it so much like an academic that you are. You need to feel it. I don't know how in touch you are with your feelings, Kaelinor, but these things take time.
Certainly. Entirely sure how to respond. It is certainly a different approach than I am accustomed.
Well, you know the words now, and you know the the hand motions, and you know what's supposed to happen. Keep trying this throughout your trek, your adventures here. But remember, this isn't coming from within, this is feeling outside, and just keep that in mind, and you'll get it. I know you will.
I greatly appreciate your guide.
A continued sort of like attempting and lesson happens for a while. By the end of it, Kaelinor does not know Call Lightning, but he's on the right track.
Fantastic.
Following that, unless you'd have anything specific you'd like to say to Persephone before I move scenes.
No, it's fine.
Cool.
Thanking him is a good enough ending.
Morgan, you get another message, which reads,
Aha.
wait, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He wrote it too long.
No one's coming. Queen Sierra's lantern is in the mortal realm. Been there a while, apparently. Atop Peace Peak. That might be your way home.
Peace Peak. Might be. Wait.
I can send you that.
Please.
Right now.
Looking at the map. No mountains are labeled.
They are not labeled, but when
assuming
this
that
information is
we're-
passed, I can add some additional map and info there.
Morgan sighs.
So you get this message, and what do you do?
I'm gonna respond with okay.
Doesn't count.
What? I said okay.
Yeah, I know. Ryan was counting on his thumb there as you.
Oh.
Just okay.
Yeah, because at this point
okay.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do an okay with 3 dots after it, if I can do that.
Oh no.
Very passive aggressive message.
Yep, a very passive aggressive.
Might have well just
Incredible.
paid him, dude. Okay.
It's okay. It's Ballas. He understands.
He understands
with that new
'cause he's used
information,
to it.
do you then go find your friends?
I just find everybody and try and see if I can get them all to congregate in the same spot.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna start like herding people over. It's like, okay, we're gonna go to the camp. Come with me.
Yeah, finding each individual person, waking them up from under grass or trees, wherever they may be.
Mm-hmm.
Does Maeve
Kid Fat.
fall asleep under that tree? I'm particularly interested in how Maeve ends the night.
Actually, I would think she'd go to the great tree. Sometimes they would like be under there, you know. She hasn't done that in a while, even though it's not as fun right now. She'd be under there.
I love that.
Kinfath, I'm so sorry for how I don't, what happened. I don't even.
You were mighty tired, my friend, but fear not. I protected you while you slept.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're very welcome, friend. I will help him up. I think you should be careful to not drink as much as you do, friend. It can cloud the mind.
I used to not drink this much, and then we went on this adventure, and
No, I'm an alcoholic.
but
Honestly, very fair, Ebenezer. Next time there's an opportunity to have a drink, I shall join you.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds nice.
I see.
I also miss home a little bit, you know.
Oh. Yeah.
We weren't at your home for very long,
Yeah.
if I might say.
I do miss home a bit, but not too much. I came out here to, experience the world, not to worry about what's going on back at home. So that's what I'm here to do. For all caterpillars must become butterflies.
Very wise, as always.
Thank you.
I like to think we're having this conversation as we're following
A path.
Following
Peeps.
Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Cool.
stop them there at the camp, and I'm gonna go find Maeve.
Hey guys.
And then when I find her,
Vesper's here now also.
no, okay.
And Kaelinor, your lesson now over. Probably would then return to camp as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to stand there practicing Call Lightning until we have a go.
Cool. Yeah, you go and find Maeve.
I go to find Maeve. I have to wander a bit because I don't know where Maeve is. Did not know anything. And
He's under the tree,
eventually
idiot.
find her. I get to her, and I go, Maeve, we got some information from the Fae room. If you'd like to join me when you're ready. I do feel sorry for you. I am not one for emotions. I do know that no one really does escape from life alive, and I think your dad understood that. And he was proud with everything that he did, and I'm pretty sure he was proud of you, even if you don't believe that. And I'm just gonna
stand up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. good.
No, you good.
Okay. She'll stand up and like brush off the cloak, and she'll say, "Thank you, Morgan. That means a lot." And then she'll follow him to wherever he's going.
Back to the camp.
Everybody now assembled in the camp.
Hey guys.
I dropped the information that I got.
You left him with an okay?
Yeah. Oh, I don't tell him that.
Oh.
As Morgan gives this information, two of you immediately recognize the name Peace Peak. Kinfath, you recognize that as one of the mountain's immediately north of the pass into Taladoga.
Oh.
And Kaelinor, you recognize this as where you once got a lightning gem
The
for your
crystal in my
staff.
fucking arm came from
Mhm.
there. Yay!
And I don't know shit. Apparently. Where is that?
Backtracking like a motherfucker.
Well, there's one near where I'm from, home, Taladoga. Or rather, it is the only one that is close, because there's one mountain.
I was gonna
right-
say, were there like multiple of these?
No, well, it's more of a mountain range.
Oh.
I just didn't know whether or not I should call it that.
Yeah.
It is one specific peak, after all, but that, yeah, it's back from where we just came from.
So is it like just wild mountains, or do like people live there, or just there's just a, like a
Um,
lantern somewhere?
Never really been allowed to go up there.
I went up there. Would I know the answer to that?
Yeah. Yes to what Kinfeth said, also haven't really been allowed to be up there. Kaelinor, you would remember that there were monks there
Indeed.
that were very trepidatious to your arrival, and it took some convincing that you were just a scholar to have them let you through. But there are some people that reside up there.
Oh. There are some monks that live near the peak of this mountain.
Oh,
They were hesitant to let me come through, but I was only there for academic purposes.
well, surely then in your studies, what color were their robes?
Their robes were a deep cobalt blue.
A deep cobalt blue.
Interesting.
Like this.
Oh, Also in your academic studies, did you happen to identify any kind of leader? Was there any kind of pack habits, or was it just enemy force deterring you from going?
I don't know. I don't know that I would have paid that much attention to that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think you really would have figured that out while you were there. You were there for your study. Didn't pay much attention to them.
I'm uncertain.
Well, I know the people that would be up there. They would follow the master of the Cobalt Soul, Yoshena. But I don't know much about her. I just know that she has been said to be at the top of that peak.
Based off of knowing where that mountain is and knowing there is a time rift that is positioned on a mountain, would I be able to figure out if those things are close to each other / the same location?
Make me either nature or survival.
Nature or
Ooh,
survival?
can I make a survival check?
Sure.
I will make a nature check, which is 19.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. I would say, Kano, you're pretty sure it's in the right direction with a 19. Kinfath, you can, just knowing where this beacon is in the sky, having explored that range for a long time, are able to like judge the dimensions between where the sun is and like where the wind is blowing, and you know exactly that rift over there is on Peace Peak.
It would be kind of like a.
So the lantern is in a time rift. Potentially.
Oh, but of course.
Everything we need seems to be.
Indeed. I can take us there.
I as well familiar with the way, I would suggest at minimum we stop by Ashmere City for supplies before we make a journey like that. It is likely not going to be a casual walk in the woods. Get to the top of.
Ebenezer will noticeably get giddy, or at least perk up a lot more at that mention of going back to Ashburn. He won't say anything, but you'll notice some peppiness.
It also wouldn't hurt to stop in Taladoga if we chose to travel back. Are we all in agreement then, Ashmere to Taladoga to the Rift?
I will say the rift is on the entire pass as well as this mountain based on the map.
Okay.
You could climb a mountain outside of the rift to then go to Taladoga if you wanted, but just to make that clear to everybody.
So we'd have to go the conventional way to Taladoga, go through the rift. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alternatively, climbing up and down a mountain.
We could go to Taladoga after 12. I understand your desire to return Kinfath. I wouldn't take that.
Yeah, it's a cool place. I think you guys would like it. But
I'm sort of carrying around a lot of shit that I want to try and offload too. So
I as well.
Do you need to
excellent-
talk about
excellent
something?
point.
Nope. I'm good.
Well, alrighty. I say that we head to Ashmere then, first and foremost.
All right.
Sick.
Everybody in agreement? So you're all pretty much gathering up to go right away?
I'm gonna
ready.
get changed into that armor that I found.
Red. Yeah.
Maeve, you mentioned you were wearing leather armor.
Hmm.
Is that if I knew that and knew that there was studded leather, I would inform you that I think this armor might be more beneficial to
Okay.
without any sort of negative while we have free sets laying around.
Hmm.
I have hide if that's more interesting to you.
Are you switching out hide for studded?
No, for breastplate. Ding ding.
That's gonna lower your AC a lot, isn't it?
No.
Studded's only like 12 AC.
I'm offering my hide instead to Maeve. Is what I was doing.
Okay.
I'm confused. Alright, doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so you can add either studded or
Yeah,
hide.
I was just giving you a
if you'd
choice.
like, Maeve.
I put down my notes.
Which one are you taking?
I don't know.
Did they offer the same AC?
I think so.
I think
No idea.
hide is more. Which
12.
one is I?
They're both 12? Because I know studded is 12.
Yeah.
I know studded. Is hide 12 too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Just thematically
Oh,
giving you this option right now. We can figure it out later.
I didn't. How much does studded leather armor weigh?
Enough.
13. What's my weight? Look,
I know currently Vesper is like a pound under his carry limit.
I was maxed, but then I ate a ration at the party.
okay, hold on. I need to do some math. Hold on. I might steal some. Okay. It's your strength score times 15, right?
Should say it in your
on
inventory.
Where do you see this?
Above the search bar.
It shows me unencumbered. Oh, carrying capacity. If you click it. Okay, so I have 40 more pounds I can carry. So I am gonna,
Wonderful.
as we leave for Ashmere, pack my backpack with 3 sets of studded leather armor.
That you guys are insane. I have. Do you want to know how much carrying capacity I have left?
What do you have?
270 pounds worth of free.
Left?
Y'all can offload some stuff onto Kin.
I got 0.5 pounds left.
Kidfat, if you have spare carrying capacity, you should pick up a bunch of this armor because we could sell it for gold in Ashmere City, hopefully. They weigh 13 pounds a piece. Peach.
That's a
Something
big
off.
peach.
How many total do you have then, Kalidor?
I picked up 3 sets in addition to the one I'm wearing,
Cool. And then any
but I was already
you
wearing
got the
them.
helmet, and then any scimitars.
I picked up
know.
a couple scimitars.
And then Ren, you have a bunch of those scimitars as well, right? How many do you have?
I have. Good God. 12 maybe? No. 1, 2,
I also picked up a longbow
10. I think.
from the stuff you told us we had.
10. Cool. Longbow. And then Vesper, what do you have? You have the Aurochs and
Mhm.
what else is it carrying? Is that pretty much just the only thing you put on, or?
Yeah, those and the breastplate. That's all.
Gotcha.
So I look a little bit different instead of like my normal fur. It's like shiny metal, I guess, whatever that lady's looked like. And I have her
Rad.
thingies here.
DM,
Sort of
are
on
you
the-
sure Tabulata didn't have a fat diamond necklace on that I totally copped while we were?
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so there are 13 scimitar. Do you have 2 or 3, Kalen? You said a couple. 2, 3. So 13 of those scimitars are taken. 10 of the studded leather armors, plus 11 because what Maeve has. So there are still 13 studded leather armors and 11 scimitars.
How much does a
If
scimitar
anybody
weigh?
has any carrying space to carry them.
Studded
Oh,
leather
what's
is
that?
45. How much is a scimitar?
Are we talking about gold value?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know how much do they weigh?
Weight.
That's the question.
weight is 13 for studded leather.
What about a
Scimitar is 3
scimitar?
pounds.
Fucking crap. I got nothing.
I actually think we're probably better off scooping up the scimitars based off of the D&D Beyond estimated gold values.
How much is it?
Isn't
3 pounds of scimitar for 25 gold pieces, 13 pounds of studded leather for 45 gold. I also think it's going to be easier to sell armor though, because like who needs all that swords?
So there's
A
12.
pirate ship without any swords?
If we find one of those in the
Dumbass.
landlocked city we're heading to,
Dumbass.
we can we find a cart?
I was just thinking here, everybody, how are we planning to get to Ashmere?
We have legs.
the rest
Are
of us
we-
don't have a hard time walking.
Are we walking? We could ask for some horses, maybe? You know, just a thought.
I don't plan to steal resources from the village that just suffered an attack last night.
Maeve
Dude,
could
our
turn into a
friend-
horse and carry all the gear. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
You don't know that.
Like,
You
I've
You
seen
could
her
turn back into a
other
frog.
Animals.
That's
and
true, we
you've
have.
become a frog. Can you be a horse?
No.
Drink your potion and find out.
Yeah,
Clap back.
you might.
No.
I would like to offer Ebenezer
Counter offer.
a pink potion and tell him that this will turn him into a horse.
Help action.
What do you do
Whatever
in
it
that situation,
takes.
Ebenezer?
Arcana check it.
Thank you for the potion. I'll take it. And
Unless
then-
you're gonna drink it, I'm not gonna give it
Nope,
to you.
I took it. Nope, I already
No,
grabbed
no,
it.
no,
Nope,
no.
nope.
Excuse me.
You were gonna wait for me to confirm for you that I was gonna turn into the horse before grabbing it.
I wasn't gonna give it to you unless you told me you were gonna take it.
Is that in character or out of character?
That is in character.
Then I don't take the potion.
Okay, fine. Put it back in my pouch.
Can I
Next
have
time,
it?
specify that next time. Maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, specify that next time.
What?
Maybe. Yeah. Changing the rules. as you go, mother effer.
So you don't want a horse potion?
No.
Can I have it?
Why would you not want a horse potion?
I would like to then go up to Kinfath and be like, Kinfath,
Ebenezer just, alongside drinking the one potion he has, he's also just got wasted, so he's not gonna just drink another thing immediately here in this morning.
I would then like to offer Kinfath the potion. We'll turn you into a horse as well.
Will this make me a horse?
Yes.
I don't like being a horse.
That's fine. I'm not entirely sure what it would have done, and I'm gonna put it back in my pouch.
I'm going to, similar to picking up like grocery bags on your arm, I'm gonna hook I'm gonna hook all 13 studded leather armor pieces like on both arms, and then pick up 6 scimitars in each hand and say, I don't need to be a horse.
We are just pushing the mechanic of carrying capacity.
You got
fucking
12 scimitars and the rest of the 13 set of leathers?
Yes, my weight is 261.5 pounds, and
Wild.
backpack is at 28 of 30 pounds.
I mean, you were truly walking with very little, so.
I mean,
that
you had
makes
to use
sense.
those 10-foot reach arms for something.
I had 30 pounds worth of stuff before I picked all this up.
Yeah, you're a monk, man. You're barely allowed to have possessions. You can't wear armor. That makes sense.
Ready?
All right, well, fucking Kinfath to the rescue, carrying basically everything else. I think
We
that
just-
leaves a couple scimitars.
I can still. I thought I picked them all up. I
There was-
picked more.
No. Wait, you said okay. If you have them all, great. So that's a total of 24 scimitars
I have 12.
and 24 leather armors amongst all of you. Great.
Thank you
Plus
for
a helmet, plus all the things you're now actually wearing. So I guess 23 if Maeve is going to upgrade to studded on the leather. Great. You all have a ton of shit. And you make your way to Ashmere? Question mark?
I'm gonna hand out good berries. Everybody gets one. Mark it down.
I never ate my one from yesterday,
They
so
expire,
I'm gonna keep it the same.
unfortunately.
Good berry marked.
I'm gonna step away. Quick second. I'm gonna have my headphone on here.
Before you go, make a survival check because we're gonna do group survival for
Oh,
making the path to Ashmere without encountering any monsters or random shit.
10.
Oh my god, I rolled an 8.
13.
It hit 18 and then it kept going. I'm so
I
sad.
think people who lived in Ashmere should get advantage.
15.
You're not gonna fight a monster in Ashmere. You're
I know
on the path to
Ooh,
Ashmere.
I don't like the odds of this group check.
If I
here,
fail on
guys.
purpose, can I
think
fight
we're
something?
mostly good.
Can I voluntarily fail?
I mean, yeah,
Can we do that and then switch to an XP model?
I would like an XP model at some point.
Can I go back?
Awesome.
I need to start
try it.
burning villages.
Jesus Christ.
No,
Huh?
with a mean roll high enough to make it down the relatively safe path between Kalpara here and Ashmere, you guys are able to get there. It takes probably half a day's travel. Go ahead, Evan. By the way, to do whatever you need to do. Takes probably about half a day's travel. You do encounter some still angry people that were like mulling around after the fracture went away that couldn't get in there before. But other than that, pretty clean, straight shot to Ashmere here. While he steps away, I'm actually also going to step away for just one moment. I'll be right back. Discuss amongst yourselves what the best cereal is.
It's
No.
gotta be
None of them.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You're fucking wrong. What?
None of them.
I think we
Okay,
have to
look, we get you
categorize
have an
it into
opinion.
two.
Frosted
make it into two
Flakes.
categories.
Those soggy motherfuckers, you like that?
Frosted Flakes, I thought of Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes, you have to eat them, I'd say.
Dry out of the box.
6,
Yes,
7
yes.
minutes tops.
We have to establish the two categories, which are wet cereal and dry. Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops
so
dry.
good, dry cereal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Hot take,
That's universal.
hot ass take. Stick pretzels with Fruit Loops on them.
Yo,
Don't knock it till you try it.
we ate that at church.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trauma snack.
Yeah.
But fucking Honey Nut Cheerios, you fools. What do you
Dry.
mean?
I agree. I would
Dry.
agree.
If I'm gonna
Dry.
have any kind of cereal, it's gonna be the stupid cubes of wheat thins or the frosted mini wheats.
That's a good
I
one.
could see that for you.
I can only eat frosted honey nut Cheerios.
Frosted Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, they're so good.
That's a
Mm,
dessert.
Exactly.
But in real reality, I'd rather have toast and eggs.
Well,
I
fair.
same. I was in the bathroom, but I cackled at trauma snack in church of that. Okay. You all enter Ashmere here.
Evan's not back.
He's got his headphones on.
fuck you, Evan.
How much time has passed? So what are we talking
It
about?
took about half a day.
Only
so
half
you
a day?
started
Holy
this.
crap.
It's a pretty. You're pretty close between Culpower and Ashmere.
Dang, that's a
It
lot
would take,
closer than I
like,
thought.
a whole day. I think it took one whole day to get from the south mountains of Taladoga into Ashmere, and that's roughly half the distance. So I'd say we're looking at 2 to 3 p.m. as you get into town here. Are you all looking for an armorer and or blacksmith first, or is there anything else any of you would like to do?
I suppose I'd like to eyeball armor prices. I want heavy armor, man.
Yeah, I think we should go dump all our shit very first. And I think that's also where we would find.
No, we have to
Stuff the
haggle,
person
set up our
brought.
own stand.
Yeah, you guys then all 7 of you, unless anyone objects,
Oh, I'm not
walk
going.
into an armory together.
I'm not
No, you're
going.
not going?
No, hell no. I
I'm
don't have
going.
anything.
I'm going to Tony Taco's Pizzeria. Pizzeria.
Could you
Am I
get me a
right?
slice?
A fucking idiot.
Anybody going with him to Tony Tacos?
No, but I
Nope,
will
I'm
ask
not.
for a
I'm
slice.
going to the armorer.
Could we dump all this stuff before we go get food? We've all been walking all day, but the rest of us are carrying hundreds of pounds worth of equipment to sell.
It's like
Can we give our
Fine,
order to you?
I guess I can go see my family first before Tony's Tacos. I guess I can go
Ebenezer.
do that.
Ebenezer, would it not be hilarious to see the look on the armorer's face when I walk in carrying all 13 of these studded leather armors?
That's wood that. Do you want me to accompany you, Kinvath?
I think you may have a good time.
Are we all going in? Is this what's happening?
I believe we should.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the door.
I'm just glad we're here. I love the smell of the city.
You love the smell of this.
What does this city smell like?
Gasoline.
Probably
I like
not
to
that.
think. I like to think that near the armory, kind of got that powdery, like
Sulfur
Kinda-
smell?
sulfury,
The
a tinge
ammonia.
of sweat smell. Like it's
The ammonia from the leather working.
yeah, it's good stuff.
You don't want to know where they're getting the ammonia.
Ebenezer, it smells like metal and men.
And it has since I've been here.
I'm still holding the door.
I'll walk in.
I'm not going in.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, who's staying outside?
I got shit to sell.
I
Okay,
have nothing,
Morgan?
so.
And maybe gonna stay out too?
Yeah,
Okay.
leather. It's kind of.
That's fair.
The
Kinda.
other 5 of you all enter holding way too much shit, quite frankly. But you see this guy behind the desk. He's got like a long, spindly, like handlebar mustache that like curls around his cheeks multiple times. He's got like shaved, like a shaved head, but on the sides of it, it like kind of goes into like lightning bolts.
Ooh.
And he looks human, but kind of tall and lanky for a human. He looks at you all with all of this on his on your persons, I guess, and goes, "I take it you're not here to buy."
Well, maybe.
Potentially
both.
Depends on pricing.
Okay. Well, welcome to my shop. I'm Kramer. What can I do for you?
I suppose before we start bartering, Kramer, what kind of heavy armor do you have?
Oh well, we got some ring mail back here. We got some chain mail as well. We're not quite fancy enough for splinter plate, but if either of those strike your fancy.
Hold on, as player looks up.
I think chainmail's 16. I don't know about ring mail.
Ring
Ryan.
mail is
Yes.
Did you get a haircut?
No. I mean, yeah. At some point. Do I look different?
You do look different. I don't know
ring
why.
mail is awful.
You look hot. Don't get me wrong.
I don't have my headphones on, so it's probably. I don't know. I look different.
Ring mail's
Gotcha.
probably
That might be it.
What's that?
Ring mail's probably the cheapest.
Oh, I'm sure. 16 isn't really that much of a jump at all, though, unfortunately.
Is it a jump?
It's one. It's literally one.
You can
think
sell it back later.
Yeah.
Just
but
saying, when you get hit with a 18, you're gonna be pissed.
I mean, 18 would even hit plate armor.
Or
Yeah,
16,
18's
whatever
gonna
the.
be your
It's 17?
16, because I don't get dad decks or anything. It's just 16 flat.
Oh, gee, put him in bubble wrap.
Yeah. How much is your chainmail?
Like, depending on how we work out this situation here with all you selling, I could probably give it to you for like 60 gold.
Deal. Did I do
I'm
it?
gonna pull out the
Is that-
10 Yeah, what?
Is that 60 gold after all of the shit we're selling?
That's depending on how much you're willing to give me and how we work this out, giving you a bit of a discount on what I would normally sell it for. But I looking at all this stuff, it seems certainly used. Some of it has what appear to be recent gashes in some of that leather, but I mean things can be mended. You're looking to sell then 24 studded leather armor plates?
23.
23. Okay, well, of leather armor, that certainly sells the most. We just don't usually sell leather here, but how's 35 gold pieces each?
Can you do 36?
If I do 36, I'm gonna have to move the ring mail up a little bit. I gotta keep, profit on this.
How much does leather go for in the city right now? You're not
Leather as a material or leather as armor?
both. How much of this can you sell, and what would you be repurposing?
Selling it, I mean, leather armor sells, studded leather armor sells the best out of leather, so I could maybe eventually sell it, but this is a lot of armor to try to, a lot of inventory to get out the door. Not to mention, you seem to have swords you'd like to sell as well.
Indeed. I'll raise
just-
my arm as they all clink.
Yeah, I suppose. How much do you spend per moon on materials to make your things? Think of it as a down payment on future goods that you're making for yourself to sell to customers that can't bring you 20 scimitars and 20 pieces of armor.
Well, the scimitars, steel is certainly valuable. Leather, not so much to me as an armor. Like I said, I don't usually dabble in the leather sort of stuff, but I can do 36 per.
Look around the group for a vibe check.
I'm cool with it. I am giving my seal of approval.
Ebenezer was like standing in a corner looking at stuff.
I'm cool with that.
Looking for souvenirs. All right. Very well then. He steps into the back room and you hear the clunk of like a vault opening. Or a safe, more I should say, not a vault. But he comes back out with a couple of big old bags of gold, and is going to give you 36 times 23 gold. So somebody else do that now.
28 divided by 7 between us is 118.2. I was ready.
Great.
Are we
dividing
splitting?
evenly?
I assume so.
We must, yeah.
We better.
118 gold and 2 silver, everybody.
Let's wait. We could wait until swords and
Yeah, you're going to be adding some more gold as well.
Sure.
I have the
I'll do
calculator
all-
still up.
I do too.
Wait, Ebenezer was just like standing in this corner, and then like you guys walk by, and then just like hand him all this gold.
He's like, oh,
But I-
shit, huh?"
Here, old man.
Actually, if we noticed that, would we? Or are we dividing by 6?
Whoa.
No, we divide evenly.
Hard. Stupid fucking moral compass.
I just said scimitars. How many other scimitars do we have?
I think we have all 24.
Yeah,
I-
all 24
I-
scimitars are here.
I
have-
also have a rapier and a longbow. And
got-
a longsword +1.
You have +1?
If we found it in the dungeon with Blight's Clarity. Kinpath was like, I can't use this, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking take that shit.
That's exactly what
Don't sell that.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
For the
maybe I won't present.
scimitars, they're less valuable than leather, but
But still holds.
for but as far as the market price goes, I think I can do better on these than maybe some other people could. I could do 25 gold apiece.
Adventuring group. I hear that is market price for a scimitar. I almost say we don't even check it. We just go.
Yep.
I'm gonna look around the group for a vibe check.
I
Deal.
checked. I don't know what's
Vibe
happening.
You've got to.
Fantastic.
How much gold did
He
we
was
get total?
prepared with more bags of gold from the vault because he knew he was going to be buying more shit. Puts that all up there. To math that out for me if you would.
5 times
600.
24.
600.
Jesus.
Is that in addition to the first?
So that's a total. So I'm gonna get a total at the end. As a
Well, so I think this is probably our group stuff.
Yes.
I think if
Right.
we have solo items we've collected, we could probably keep that gold. Are people opposed to that?
I'm just adding, and I added the first one already.
So
The 118.
128 divided by 7 is 204 exact apiece.
Additionally.
for both of them.
That is for both items being sold, scimitars and armors. It's 204 on the nose for everybody.
Is that what we're doing then?
Yes.
Was it 118.2?
Yes.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay, thank you.
Then does anybody else have individual things? You had a couple, right, Kaelinor?
I would like to. I'm gonna sell this rapier. I don't need that no matter what.
I also have hide. I'll sell it for whatever. I just don't want to carry it anymore, unless Maeve wanted that. I don't think.
He looks at the rapier and goes, not the best condition. How's 15?
Sure. I'm not in a position to barter on this.
Rad.
And then I would also like to then present and ask about the longsword +1, just because I'm curious.
Sure.
Pristine.
He picks it up and he inspects it. The artistry here is incredible. I mean, whoever made this surely knew what they were doing. The steel is certainly worth something. I think I could go well above what asking price might be here and even still make a profit eventually. How about 25 again?
I think for this particular weapon, I'll hold.
Fair enough. And then Ren, you had some stuff to sell?
Yeah, can I still?
Sure.
I just want to get rid of the hide. Oh, did you say Ren?
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
It's worth
Get it.
10. I'll take one. I just literally want to
I'll give you
drop it.
5.
Perfect,
I'll give you
thanks.
5.
So, I'm more than happy to take that armor off your hands. What kind of shields do you have?
Oh, well, I mean, we've got all sorts of types of decorations on shields, but I mean, nothing that's going to be much better than anything else. I mean, you're welcome to look, and there's many designs of shields.
Anything better than a +2 or magical?
Nothing magical here, unfortunately, but and you have yeah, shields are all +2 unless they're additional level of shields or magical. No, but yeah, they're all just +2 shields of different designs.
Ren, would you be able to use a shield with that unwieldy sword of yours?
I'm gonna flicker my hand and it's gonna turn into a short sword.
Well, that's impressive.
At the mention of sword, Ebony's is gonna pick up and hold up the one he's been holding this entire time.
Hey,
That
can you not raise your weapon in a shop?
Oh,
Hey man, put that down. What are you
Whoa,
doing?
whoa.
Not above the shoulders.
Do you by chance have
I can't believe
scabbard that we could purchase for this weapon?
Please.
Let me
I
see
can't
if
believe I
have one
forgot
right
I've been holding this
size.
whole time.
Can I see it to get some measurements?
Be careful, there's weasels or something.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, scabbard. Just don't cut
Okay.
yourself. Just
I will carelessly hand him the sword.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Please.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Cuts his hand and gets attacked by weasels.
You see him take
we're
out like a measuring tape, like a tailor might have, and like get exact measurements for this sword. And was like, I've got something. It'll be a little loose, but it can fit. He goes in the back, and it's like clearly been collecting dust for some time. Like on a high shelf. Not like a great scabbard. But he sets it on the counter. You can just have that one, man. It's been
Thank you.
taking up space for way too long.
I've been holding this sword for a very long time. I've never used one before.
It's so apparent. You're not good at hiding it if you were
How
trying.
do I put this on?
Can I help him strap it on with mage hand from a very far distance?
Yes. You get it strapped up around him on his waist.
I sheath
Yes.
sheath my weapon, and I look proud and heroic as I stand there without holding the sword for the first time in a long time.
I'll pat him on the back.
And then
Fantastic.
with that armor, I obviously can't wear 2 sets at once. Would you have any interest in bartering for this set that I have? Scale man.
Well, I mean, it's also recently used, dinged up a bit. Maybe it hasn't seen a polish in quite some time. I could go 35.
Yeah, deal.
All right, and you wanted then the chainmail then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am down quite a bit today on hoping to eventually make a profit, so I can't give it to you for dirt cheap, but I can do the 60.
Did you pay for the scabbard?
No.
Eb
Nope.
not.
No. It was. He told me it was free.
I'll do 62 and say thanks for the scabbard. Appreciate your help.
I appreciate your business. Things should be looking good for the shop for a little while. Thank you all for coming in.
Can I ask him something before we leave?
You certainly can ask me whatever you'd like. Why do you say that out loud like that?
Sometimes they don't let me say the things that I think.
That's also fucked up.
Oh my god.
I don't remember what it was. How do I make my sword better? Do you know anybody who can make it +1?
I would also like to know the answer to that.
Stay over there.
Me too. I need to know God.
It
Please.
takes a talented smith,
Mm-hmm.
surely, to upgrade a sword that is
Mm-hmm.
already in existence. I'm pretty good at what I do, but I'm no master. I would say if you're looking for the best of smiths, actually, hold on, let me pull up my notes.
I've been waiting to ask someone for this information for so long.
Yes. If you're looking for the best of smiths, there's a small town on the eastern wind, Gongrelli. You look there, there's a whole guild of smiths, and they are truly great at what they do.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I have one quick question for you, good sir.
Sure thing.
Is there any way that there could be augments made to my robe without over-encumbering me?
In what way?
Well, you see, the way that I fight requires a large amount of flexibility and movement, ease of movement. And so, wearing anything more than even leather armor is far too much, and it inhibits my movement, thusly. I was curious if you knew of anyone or anything that could help me.
Well, it does remind me a bit of the robes I see coming in on monks from Taladoga. Maybe they could do something about it.
Kinfaz will chuckle. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome. You all exit this shop significantly richer.
My name's Vesper,
What
not
are you all
Richard.
doing now?
Now we go to Tony Tacos, right, everybody?
We could buy Tony Tacos.
Oh,
Whoa,
You can
whoa,
buy the business.
whoa.
can we go to the casino?
I still have poker chips. From a different casino.
You certainly
Oh,
could.
The same casino, isn't it?
No,
What poker chips do you have?
the portal lady. I walked up to a table, lost a hand, and just took a handful of chips and left.
Well, I'm going to Tony Tacos. I am starving, and oh my god, the pizza's the best in town. So I'm gonna go get a slice. People are welcome to join me, obviously.
I think I may.
I could use a Tony and a taco.
Begrudgingly, I will join the
Heck yeah.
the group going to the inferior pizza place.
Well, Bedroom Burgers is immediately across the street.
It's true, and
I
we
know,
haven't
but
tried
the
that.
line- Do we think that this is some kind of chance to fix the whole book thing?
I've pondered that a great deal. I'm not entirely. Huh?
Because we do have money right now.
We do, but also, the more I think about it, all we would possibly be doing is offering a person gold right now to not take an exchange with me that I've already made in the future. And I'm concerned that the even mere notion of doing that might somehow make things far, far worse.
We could just kill him.
I
The
don't
way I,
disagree with your timey-wimey logic, but we were also in a reality that was already being fucked up and kids were dying because there was no
Absolutely.
protection ward.
absolutely, and I, with every fiber of my being, want to correct that action. But the way I look at it, I have 20 years to resolve that problem. And if I fix it, it never happens. And if I don't, it's already happened. And I don't want to take a risk that I'm not entirely sure the nature of its consequences.
Okay.
I appreciate you thinking about that genuinely, for that is a problem that lies with me and me alone. But I want to handle it carefully.
Understood.
This conversation happening while you're in line at Tony Tacos.
Existential crisis, waiting for pizza.
So, like, I'm
Heck
thinking
yeah.
Supreme
Here's
this
a
time.
problem. Mine and mine alone. Sir, do you want a fucking taco?
It's pizza.
It's a pizza place.
Pizza place named Tony's Tacos.
Let's keep that slander out of here.
But you all make it to the front of the line. Some of you, I think, didn't even try this last time. Is Morgan not in the line? Are you
Nope.
expounding yourself once
Nope.
more?
Yep, I'm not doing that.
Imagine not
Uh,
liking pizza.
Purchased an extra piece of pizza to bring to.
Okay. Each slice is 1 silver piece, so you can.
Goddamn
yeah.
silver.
I'm gonna
I will get
three
2 pieces.
I would like 2,000, please. I am rich now.
What did you say, Kinfat, there?
I took 3 slices.
3 pieces. Okay.
I have to subtract 1 gold and then add 8 silver to buy
Yep.
2 pieces of pizza. It's stupid.
Wait, so a slice is 1 silver?
It's 40
Yes,
gold
each,
pieces.
Each
every
slice is 1 silver.
Are there only 10 silver in 1 gold?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I
why
would-
thought it was 100.
No,
100
America.
conversion.
it's all 10
It's all-
conversions.
Oh,
You're thinking Terraria, my friend.
I know. Thank you.
I want to buy 3 boxes of pizza.
Jesus
Three
Christ.
large,
Fantastic.
3 large boxes.
If he's
All right,
doing
8
that, I'm
slices
only
a
buying-
piece, 24 silver, so 2.4 gold.
There's no discount if you buy a whole pie.
2.4.
You know
hey,
what?
these people deserve
yeah,
their money.
You can be 2 gold even.
How do you
I'm
think
gonna
they've been
give
open
them
for so
5
long?
gold.
Yeah, okay.
You don't
the tip?
have to do. All right, yeah.
He's
They'll
tipping?
take 5 gold as a tip. That's like way overpaying. But
I'm
they
a
will-
loyal customer, okay, and I am giving them my money.
They will take and be like, yeah, fuck bedrooms, and high five you as.
Yeah, I'll like jump up.
He's old. He's gonna die
Yeah.
We
I'm
had a
glad
camera,
you're
we
spending
got
all that
this.
money that you carried armor and scimitars back for.
Yes. Hey, I'm about to go to my shop, see what kind of income I got while we were out.
Age.
And die of old age, maybe, but no, maybe before then, I can share my gold with you guys as well. So it'll be good. Speaking of
Rad.
my shop, I didn't get all this pizza just for me. Let's say we go check out potions and lotions, and then maybe stop by
I really hate that name.
my son's house and catch up a little bit. You guys don't obviously have to be there for all that, but That's my agenda. I know that that's kind of selfish, but I don't want this pizza to get cold, so I'm gonna go now. And Ebenezer's just gonna like book it to potions and lotions.
Real quick, everybody who spent their gold on pizza, as you eat the pizza, it is so warm and delicious that you are going to add +2 to any Constitution checks you make until your next long rest.
Oh, let's go! 20 tacos.
Does that affect multiplicative if we eat multiple pieces of pizza?
No.
Oh my
I eat a fuck ton of pizza and can never get drunk.
Become immune to poison from gorging on pizza.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's Nachos Brothers
incredible.
character build.
So Ebenezer's on his way to potions and lotions. Other business in the city, just to remind anyone, Kaelinor, you made a promise to a future version of Daintree.
Did indeed.
That he who is currently in the city, if that's something you'd like to do today.
I'm also significantly thinking of the ramifications of that action and pondering its okayness.
We could just kill him. What was that promise?
I promised, is it Jessex?
Yes, Jessox.
Jessox? I promised Jessox that I would take some of his magic robot engine powder
Oh yeah,
to his past self when I returned to our time.
I'll go teach a robot how to make guns with you. I'm cool with that.
Fuck it, why not?
Rad. Is anybody tagging along to those? Is anybody tagging along with Ebenezer? Or is anybody else doing something else?
I want to go to Jessex.
Yeah.
I want to see what kind of magic shit he can do again this time, because he helped last time.
Ivy, it's very funny when you do the hand motions because it happens in like one frame at a time. So it was like,
Hey, you
just
got the idea though.
Yeah, Foster.
and Morgan and Kinfeth, are you guys going with Ev or going to Jessex?
I want to go to the casino.
Yeah, okay. I'll let that happen too. Morgan?
I don't know. Purely for the reason that I don't know what's in the city, and I don't know.
Do you want to just stick with the largest part of the group then?
Probably.
That also includes Ren.
Probably.
Makes
At
sense.
that point, sure.
As to just not get lost in the city. Morgan will join you all as well. Let's go first to Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Ebenezer, you make your way to potions and lotions. Sitting up front is Karen, who greets you with "Oh, look who finally decided to come back."
Aaron, how much money did we make in the past couple weeks?
We made like, I don't know. We're paying the rent. Could you roll me a D12? And no, not a D12. Roll me a D4.
Yeah.
And how am I gonna do this? Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wait, hold.
math.
hold.
Right.
The calculation of free gold income for a player has to be complicated.
Yeah.
Just make it a D2. If he hits a 2, he gets more.
Have him roll a
D2.
D100. That's how many silver pieces he gets.
Honestly,
You know
just
what?
luck check.
Great idea. Roll me a D100 and you'll get that many silver.
Actually, well, in that case, he should roll 2 D100s.
No.
That way he has a
500
chance of making at most.
I mean, that's a
20 gold potential.
You assume this shop is getting good business,
100
guys.
Or 10 gold.
But you know, this also
Hey.
runs the risk that all he gets is 2 silver pieces.
So,
Karen said we're paying the rent. They're
Yeah.
not doing great.
That's what I got out of
Exactly.
this.
So it could be.
I mean, they're breaking even, but they're not like.
it could be really good. Or it could be
Everybody
really
was
bad.
hating on Ebenezer until he was raking in the cash. Just
All right,
saying.
give me a D100 if you don't mind.
1d100.
Yes, 1D100.
Boo.
Okay. That is
She hands you 6 silver pieces. That's the profits, buddy. Don't worry, we've restocked everything. It's
Damn
not
it,
like
Karen,
we're at a
damn
loss.
it. Karen, what are you doing here? What are you,
Man,
busy, what are you
imagine
doing?
if the one draw everybody had to come here was here. They
Oh
like
my-
you,
oh
Ebenezer.
my
They don't
God.
like me.
You're that
You
unlikable,
know they don't
aren't
like
you?
me.
Oh
I'm
my
supposed
God.
to work in the back, and here you are, leaving to go on whatever the fuck adventure, and here I am
Ebenezer-
trying my best.
He's toned her out. He's walked to the back. He's put this 6 silver pieces in a piggy bank in the back room for to add to the emergency fund that's in there, and I don't know how much is in there, but
Fantastic. As you walk into the back, you see your son and grandson here helping stock back shelves, and they see you as you walk in.
oh,
Hey,
I'm
Dad. Wait a
so
minute.
sorry you guys had to hear that. You know how Karen can be.
Yeah, and it's fine. We all love Karen.
I'm gonna
I
pick up
probably.
Jackie and give him a big hug.
He goes, Grandpa, oh geez, and just like swings around your neck.
Adorbs. How have you guys been? I brought pizza.
Pizza.
Put down the boxes.
Tony tacos.
Tony Tacos, of course, Tony.
Yay! And
He gets +2 to Constitution saving throws.
yeah, absolutely. They all get +2 to Constitution
I poisoned
saving
his whole family.
Yeah, you sit down. You guys have a wonderful conversation. Is there anything in particular you're looking to update them on?
I'm just gonna try to avoid the trauma. Honestly, I'll probably ask them the most questions, like how they've been, how's the city, how's the shop, all that kind of fun stuff. It doesn't need to be in too great a detail. I do want to ask about how the fighting ring is going, and I'll kind of pull in, frickin' Cassidy. I'll kind of lean in and be like, "So how's the side hustle going? You've been."
Side hustle's going pretty good. It's a little less fun without our main announcer, though.
I truly do miss it here. Has Obi Dobi scored a win yet? Because
You won't believe it. You missed it. He got his first win.
Oh my God! I am missing out.
Hey, you know we're having a fight tonight. How long are you in town?
Dude, I could totally convince everybody to stay here tonight. I'm essentially the leader of the group. Don't tell him I said
Oh,
that.
really? You're really coming up? Don't.
Yeah.
Okay, don't. I gotcha.
Well, I mean, some of them have really tall egos. I wouldn't want to hurt their feelings. or
Okay, I
anything.
poisoned his family.
But
That XP model now.
I
How
would
much
love.
XP is a child worth?
Whoa!
I mean,
Whoa!
Hey, if we're talking, why is that the fucking line?
That's a line.
Fine, bro.
That's a line.
Talking about murdering the family, fine. Converting to XP system because of that, fine. Asking the XP value of the dead child is not fine.
It's because you meant it.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Cassidy says, "Hey, if you can, you're not allowed to participate anymore, but
I
the rest of
love.
them can."
I have. You remember Kinfath, right?
Yeah, the big furry guy.
In fact, multiple of them love betting their money. So I'm sure they would, if I mentioned that they could, maybe make a little more money, that they'd be around for tonight. So, hey, why don't you really set this up? let's really go big tonight. Who do we have
All out?
tonight? Who's fighting? Who's
Well,
multiple fighters, perhaps.
it was supposed to be. One moment.
Obi Dobi Kenobi and
God, there's. Wait. Ebony. Wait. Back. Wait. Fuck. I have so many different spots.
all I'm a
I have
Dalmatian.
3 names myself. I don't know if there's been anybody new lately, but
Oh, I'm looking for that list of 3 names. Could you give them to me?
there's Georgiak, Obi Dobi, and Flugen.
Lugan.
Well, it was supposed to be Flugen versus Obi Dobi, but I mean, if we're gonna have a lot of extra guests, maybe we make it like a double feature.
This sounds epic.
2v2. Maybe we make an exception. How about you and Obi versus Flugen and Georgiak?
Ooh,
That's
it's
gonna
been
get
a
people
while
to
since
come.
I've stepped in that ring.
I mean,
Let's-
people will absolutely come for your return to the ring.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I am so excited, Dad. You have no idea. I'm gonna get everything right. You see him open yet another further back door that has stairs leading downwards, and just he like immediately gets to work.
Okay, Jackie, you continue enjoying that pizza. I'll see you later tonight. All right, little boy.
Okay,
Give
I'm
him-
gonna
give him-
walk through the city alone back to Mom. Bye. He walks with his pizza.
As he does that, Ebenezer is gonna be like, I forget his mom's name, and then go about as he's leaving the shop before he goes looking for people. He wants to take that twig/leaf that was given to him by when we were at the Tree of Life there in the Feywilds.
Pulpertudo?
And there was he had heard something when he was when he had touched it himself, and I believe the leaf was still alive, or like
Yeah, your leaf in particular is notably still alive.
I wanna. I don't know if I want to do this now, so maybe I'll come back to it. So I'm just gonna like put that. I have a key, so I'm gonna go to that corner of the shop where I have that like huge makeshift potion that I keep adding stuff to, and I have no idea what it does. But I have a locked drawer underneath that, and I'm gonna unlock it with a key that I have, and put the leaf in there, and then close it and lock it
All right.
to come back to at a later time. And I will go back to the city to find our friends where they are at to tell them about the event tonight.
Red. You start making your way to where Jessox's place was. And the rest of our group then. Except for Kinfaf. You all make it to
While we're traveling there, I would like to take the vial that I have that is full of his powder. I'm gonna take another vial I have that's empty, and I'm gonna put like a quarter of what I have in total in that vial, so that I have it
Red.
separated.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't want him to see how much I have in total. Is the point of doing that ahead of time?
Right. Yeah, you get to this sort of rundown building that in the future will be this sort of magic motel. With a door, with a sign on the door that says "Coming soon, Magic Motel," on just like a little paper slip. Do you knock on the door, or how do you go about this?
Yeah, I suppose not apparently open. I would knock.
You hear from the outside, or from inside, taxes aren't due for another week. Or it's more like, taxes aren't due for another week. Okay.
We're not collecting taxes.
Are you from the mob?
No.
Are you cops?
No.
Yes. Oh
No.
no.
He opens the door and you see it has like the sort of chain lock on the back that like a hotel door would have.
Mm.
And he opens it. Oh, it's you lot. You were in my hotel like a week or so ago. Do I owe you all something? Am I getting mugged?
No. Technically, I owe you something.
Very well. I'm intrigued. He pulls the lock out and opens the door. Come inside. You can see there's this like beat up like what eventually will be turned and refurbished into this like super nice sleek like bar that wrapped around his whole center area is like super dirty and like rusty and stuff, but it is there. And he's like, well, this is really all the seating I have, but feel free. My name's Jessox, but I suppose you all might know that.
We do, through interesting set of circumstances.
And you are?
I am Kaelinor. I'll offer my hand.
Eleanor. Well met. And a whole lot of other friendly faces, and shakes at each one of your hands.
Good morning.
Getting introductions. What is it that you owe? You owe me?
Yeah. There's a bit of a story to that. Last we appeared in your space here, we had blipped back into this present timeline from a version of Ashmere in the future. That, in itself, I know is probably a lot to understand. Later on, I encountered you once more further in the future in a separate location. And you had created these, to be honest, quite fantastic automatons. They were walking creatures of metal. And I was curious, and I asked you sometime in the future about these creations. And you offered me a bit of the fuel you used to power these creatures in exchange for bringing some back to you in the present. And I will pull the vial I have with the smaller amount out. And I'm certain this is quite a thing to absorb. I'm sure it doesn't make sense the slightest.
Well, I mean it's certainly a far-fetched tale, but I'm a man of science who certainly believes in this sort of time stream of things. I can see why I would certainly be important in the future. God, I hope so.
You seem to be.
Well, let me take a look if you don't mind. And you see, as he reaches out, this time with his left hand, you see like a very large trimmer in his hands, and he pulls it back away and sort of shakes it down and reaches out instead with his right arm to grab it. He takes it over to this sort of microscope in the corner and starts to do pours it under there and starts to analyze it. A few minutes sort of pass as he's doing this, and he suddenly calls out, Delilah, sweetie, are you around anywhere? And you see a young Delilah, like 5.5 years old, little girl come skipping out from the back, and she goes, what? I know you don't like to if you can avoid it, but would you mind just a small flame here, darling? She like ignites her finger and like touches aside, and it goes, and just like huge burst of flame goes up. Wow.
Pull
Well
up my
then,
journal and write a couple things down.
this is incredible. I mean, I can find all of these ingredients. I know exactly where to find each component of these. I can start. I take it then I created this.
So you told me.
Fantastic. I mean, this is such a head start. I must be a genius in the future to have sent it back to me now. Great thinking, me.
Do you
Hey.
mind if I ask what the components are?
Uh-huh.
Well, one moment while I tell you the list of everything that's in this.
You are a lot more impressionable 30 years younger, let me tell
So
you.
we start smelting down all those scimitars we steal off of people, and we make guns, guys. That's the whole business.
Well, it seems to be mostly a mix of saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal.
I swear I had a note I had started this. I apologize. Could you give me those things again?
Saltpeter, sulfur,
Peter.
and charcoal.
Fantastic. That is easy.
As Kaelinor pulls out his laptop and starts typing the ingredients on his
I
computer.
am writing those down in the same notebook I wrote the note about it exploding in, underlining it 3 times.
It's mostly this saltpeter stuff. It's maybe 15-ish% charcoal and 10% sulfur. So I mean, the key ingredient is otherwise potassium nitrate, if you will.
So 15 and 10 charcoal, sulfur, and then the rest is saltpeter. Okay. So he said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He also said you knew where to find them. How
I
do you
do
know so
indeed.
much?
Well, I've been all around looking for ingredients to make great things. All sorts of materials are out there, but well, as you can see, I'm not exactly the inventor my future self seems to be. My body's slowing down rapidly now, and I don't quite understand how I made it that far, but I'm figuring out a way.
You do look rusty.
Rust. Okay. Well, that gives me a bit of an idea, actually. Well, I do very much appreciate you all stopping in then. I do need to get my daughter to her dance lessons here, so yes.
This is Ivy first.
Ivy, yes.
Boo.
The bad guy, the pestilence guy who's out to get me, that's the same guy that I kidnapped his daughter,
Yes.
or no? Yeah,
Yep.
okay, I thought so. I would like to say, hold on, as Maeve now. And she would ask if he knew. Basically, she would tell him, because they're like kind of homies, that this guy's after her now. And if there's anything he knows that she should know, and also how the hell he opened that portal that she jumped through.
Well, I was contacted by Delilah. Although I don't know if she intended to contact me in specific, more just anyone who could find it. She said she needed help, and well, I invented a bit of a way. I had read in arcanic books a long time ago this symbol of the Lord of Pestilence that now I've seen everywhere, and it is possible with the right incantation and the right sigil of a hellish lord to create a portal into hell if you'd like. I can teach you the incantation if you'd like to go to hell, but I must recommend you avoid it at all costs.
Okay.
He proceeds to teach you exactly what you would need to do. And you've seen the sigil of the Lord of Pain on the tree before, so you know what that looks like.
Best.
Thank you.
Different place.
Could I also get the information to do that if it should arise.
Yeah, you're probably hearing this happen, so
Sure.
yes.
During that exchange, could I pretty please sit crisscross applesauce on the floor and show Delilah that I've been practicing growing her father's lettuce?
Her father's lettuce.
Yes, you can. This.
I've
little
been
girl comes up
practicing
to
what you showed me, and I think I almost got the hang of it.
I don't know what you mean.
No, hold on.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
This was I doing Arcana or Nature?
I have no idea.
I
think he did
Yeah.
nature.
We'll call it Nature. It seems more right.
I like that. Fuck.
It hasn't shown up what it is for me yet. What is
27. It's a 12.
it? Okay. I was like, I can see it's a D20 plus 4. She goes, what do you make?
What did I make?
I mean, you made like cheap man's weed.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her to light it. No, it's you showed me. Yeah, fucking. It's what you showed me how to do. I've been practicing.
I don't know who you are.
You know, that hurts a little bit.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry, Mr. Man.
It's Vesper, Mr. Man. Good morning.
Okay, Mr. Vesper, Mr. Man.
Yeah.
How old are you? I'm 5.
Oh, if you're 5, I'm probably 7.
7's a big number.
It's
I'm
Quite
gonna
a-
be 7 soon. 'Cause
Yeah.
7 is bigger than 5.
yes.
You got a funny head.
Thank you.
Why you got you got white hair? Are you old?
Older than 5, yes. When you turn
Yeah.
7, you will also be old.
Will I get white hair like you?
What? Does she have hair right now? Like black hair or something?
Yeah, like black hair.
Oh. Yes.
She starts crying and runs back into her room.
If you weren't already focusing, you see Vesper crisscross on the floor smoking weed as a small child ran away from him.
Oh man.
Fantastic. He just like stands up from his microscope and goes, "Oh, Barry, it's okay. Don't worry. We're going to ballet. Remember ballet?" And runs off after her, just sort of leaving you all alone here at the front.
She does not want white hair.
Does that mean either catch up to them in this time?
Yeah, I'll say you guys you sort of walk in the door right as this finishes up.
Everybody, you are not going to believe what I have set up this evening.
I'm scared.
Try me.
I know how you all like to haggle your money for potentially more money. Perhaps you've heard of my fighting pit
Wait.
I have.
Real quick, as you say you want to haggle your money for more money, Kinpath, we find you. at a table
That's good.
already.
That's good.
You, how are you betting big?
Oh yeah, so I got 150 gold worth of chips. I have them split into 5 piles of 30 gold each, and I'm betting each hand. I'm betting 30 gold per until I run out of my 30
Okay.
30 gold bets.
We're gonna roll a d20, and on a 12 or higher, No, roll a d20 and on a 15 or higher, you will double whatever you put in per bet.
Okay, so it's gonna be 30. So there's 30 down the drain. That's okay. There's another 30 down the drain.
Oh, the repercussions of our actions.
Ah, there's 60. No, you said 15, right? There's another 30 down the drain. There's another 30 down the drain. My final $30.
Oh no!
Not down the drain.
Double to 60.
Yes, I will take it.
Now you put all 60 in and you go again.
I'll do it. I'll put all.
No!
I lost all 60.
I wasn't even there to actually negatively influence you, damn it!
The wind blew, and he was like, "Yes."
Yeah, damn, you're right.
Oh man.
I'm gonna imagine that leading up to this, I'm like strolling in, all confident. I'm walking up, slapping down 150 gold. Like, hey, friend, give me the chips. And then I go and use all of them in 5 plays. And I'm gonna get up, clap my hands, and go, well, and then walk out the door.
Oh,
Incredible. You make your way towards Chessox's hotel.
This
Yes.
guy stinks.
Okay. You guys like to haggle your money.
I've set up a tournament tonight at the Conjure Dome. Y'all should come bet on your boy. And everybody's gonna like roll his shoulders and like stretch a little bit.
Deal.
What are you doing? Who's the boy?
I'm the boy.
you are Markham,
You're Ebenezer.
This is his guys. This is his fighting ring. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is
Yes.
we're gonna watch Ebenezer fight, guys.
It's gonna be a double special tonight. So there's gonna be a lot of money in play. If you guys
He's-
wanna
Would you all not want to see Ebenezer fight someone else?
like
it's not
No, he's totally fighting them.
it's
That's what
not
I've heard. Like this, I've heard about this from people.
it's
like-
not physical combat.
What?
It's not physical combat. It's conjuration combat.
Where?
Specifically, elementals or phase or etc. etc.
That sounds cool.
why not?
You guys are gonna have the time of your lives. Let's go! It's gonna get super pumped and hyped about this.
Wow. Ryan wants to see you get smashed, but Vesper was raised to respect your elderly and not publicly humiliate them.
That's nice.
Ebenezer, I will put all of my money on you.
Confess, I don't think that's wise.
Why not?
You guys hear a knock on the door from the outside.
Come in.
Opens the door. Hey, I'm sorry. Did I overhear you talking about the Conjuration Dome?
Yes,
You're
you did.
Ebenezer,
I'm
the
Ebenezer.
OGs.
The
Are you
OG.
getting back in the ring?
I am.
Oh my god, I'm telling everyone I know. And this guy runs off into the streets, spreading the word.
Heck yeah.
Guys, we have to go.
Well, now it sounds like it's going to be a really busy public event.
But surely, Ebenezer, you have VIP seats.
Oh, I have VIP seats.
See, there it is.
And for 20 gold. No, I'm kidding. I was just kidding. You guys could have the seats.
Yeah, the 20 gold a piece is the 20 gold a piece you just put in your pocket for all the shit that we carried from the Druidville.
Hey, I was there and fought them too.
You did not carry anything.
Anyway.
The only thing you have on your person is that sword.
Listen. Okay, so it sounds like I'll see most of you guys at the, at the shop tonight. I'm gonna go eat some more pizza, get some limber up a little bit, and then we'll go. I'll see you guys tonight.
Deal.
Does anybody have anything specific they want to do before this event takes place?
I would like to rest until this event as quickly as possible.
I am good.
What, have you done anything since?
No, sit
about
on a
to
bench,
rest?
pass time, get get to the
Gotcha.
event. Video game pastime.
Okay. Ebenezer not with the group at this point, getting ready elsewhere.
Correct.
You all make it to Potions and Lotions, where you have been told to meet. You see Cassidy up at the top, who's been waiting for this group to come. You know, he knows you're the VIPs, and he says, "Okay, we've got the seats ready for you. You guys come with me." And I sort of expecting like a mid-sized sort of boxing ring down to the basement, and you go down these stairs, and it's real. There's water dripping down here. It's not super nice. You get around to the bottom, and there's a longer hallway than you'd expect. And you're walking for a good while. When they take you into a little room on the side that it doesn't currently have any windows, but there is like a roll-up gate on one side. They says, and Cassidy says to you all, make yourself at home. We'll have refreshments and food coming in here the whole time. We're gonna get this thing open in just a few minutes. Hope you guys enjoy it.
You should tell them who's fighting and where to put money.
Oh yeah,
where
by
do
all
we bet?
means, you can. There are these. He points out these slots, like coin slots on the edge. These are very intricate. You'll put the coins in here. There's a whole system of little tracks to get the coins where you want to go. Put it in this one for one team, this one for the other. We'll keep track of who's by, or whose room is whose by, which track they come down on. So.
Excuse me, are we allowed to bet on specific players or combatants, you might say? Or do we have to strictly bet on the teams?
I've never thought about that before.
We've never done a
It's-
team event.
It's never been a team event before. For now, just the teams, but in the future, probably players too. He walks away, and you guys are sort of in this room for a few minutes. What kind of conversation do you have while you're waiting?
I will be right back. I want to go find a game master to set up my bet system for this whole event.
You want to make more specific bets, over-unders and things?
Yes.
Cool. Kinfath walks out to gamble a little more with what little he has left. What are the rest of you all doing? What kinds of things are you saying, or what are you thinking is happening here tonight?
Where are you
What
putting your
anticipating?
money, more specifically?
Yeah, also that.
I, as a character, don't want to bet on you, and as a player, don't want to bet against you because that's how D&D works. So,
I'll have you know, just so that it doesn't need to be acted out of character. I'm going to put 133 gold, 6 silver pieces, and 91 copper to be switched to whatever team Ebenezer is on every match.
Gotcha.
Every match.
Yes.
you're doing multiple matches?
Whatever the
2 matches.
lump sum is after each match is what I will put on the next match that Ebenezer is a part of.
The game master nods and agrees.
I don't think I'd be in both matches, Foster. I think it'd be 2 different opponents, and then, or 4 different opponents, and then
Okay. The time comes. This grate opens up, And what you see is not a small boxing ring. What you see does not make any spatial sense to be beneath Potions and Lotions. This thing opens up and you are in like the Lakers stadium. Like it is huge. Like going down, thousands of people in attendance. Lights are going everywhere. Music is just like blasting. You hear Thunder by AC/DC. Or Thunderstruck.
Did that small bar band that I paid money to play 80s rock make it all the way over here?
Yes, they're playing.
They're like a
Global
fucking
music
huge
now.
rock band
They're
now.
Huge. Everybody knows them. Everybody loves them. You see the crowd going fucking crazy, and down on in the bottom of the ring, you see Ebenezer decked out like you've never seen him before. And we will
my
get that
God.
whole description and see this happen next time. That is where we'll end this week's
Oh,
session.
So good.
You rude fuck.
So good. What a
Give me
turnaround.
fantasy LeBron
I
James.
just imagined Ebenezer in like gold chains and like walks out like with some old man swagger or something.
Dude,
Oh,
you're gonna have to craft the perfect fit for us to experience.
I actually
Oh.
started a speech to give to the crowd. I've
What?
started working on that, and now that I have more time, I can do
Wow.
it better.
Remember that time you
Fantastic.
piggybanked 6 silver?
Ivy, what's up?
Before I forget, because I will forget next time, I want Maeve to take out a piece of paper from her journal, and it's really small, and write "Go Ebenezer," and no one's gonna be able to read it.
Oh, fantastic.
was-
There's it.
Fuck yeah.
Bradley, what's your
Okay.
total HP pool?
30 something.
I need
32.
32.
It bothers me that we have the same HP.
You only have 32
Wizards,
HP.
you know what I'm saying?
You have like
Full
you have
feet.
20 AC or something.
On a,
I have-
on a good roll, I could cast sleep and put you to sleep without having to touch you first.
Nice.
That's-
Don't worry, he'll do that to himself.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah, I have 21 AC when I'm buffed to all hell, but default I only have 15, which is more than your 9. But it's like you're trying to get hit. So
I'm
Yeah.
excited. You have my full faith.
I did
This-
swap back to Sword and Shield, by the way, Foster. Just didn't feel like I needed to say that.
Heard.
Good games.
I appreciate the size of the stadium, Foster.
For sure, I thought you would.
is it like full?
Yeah,
It's
it's huge. It's full to the brim. People heard Ebenezer was getting back in the ring and had to come see this like milestone event.
That's amazing.
He's back from retirement.
Is it too late seeing that to then bet?
No, I think you could still bet.
I was planning on
You still
betting.
have time. You still have time.
Logically, the
Until
bet's
the
got to
bell
be in his
rings.
favor, right?
Yeah, until the first
Right.
round starts, you can bet.
I mean, think about it. We took
Yeah,
This
you would
fragile
certainly
old
make
man.
less betting on Ebenezer than against him. Like,
drug
odds
him
are-
through the mud, drug him through fights, turned him into a frog. We've tried to kill him. He's tried to get himself killed. He's gonna be fine.
Can I ask you what you're going to be using in the fight?
No.
Conjuration magic is my best guess.
I'm already down on the field. It's too late to ask me.
Message.
I would like to message you.
I'm gonna have to. It seems like Foster and I are gonna have a sit down maybe to
For sure.
discuss details.
Yeah.
But epic. I'm excited. I'm sorry I didn't have my camera on. I'm smiling ear to ear. I just want you to know
Which ear?
that's happening.
I am glad to know. Okay, before any other further talk back, well, we still have everybody. When's our next thing happening?
I'm free tomorrow.
I'm also free tomorrow.
I mean, look, I will put this together before tomorrow if
No,
we're doing it, but I don't
no.
think...
I don't think I have anything coming up myself.
Probably looking at next weekend. Any particular day better for anybody?
I will be unavailable for that whole weekend, except for maybe the 11th. But I know how we feel about Sunday. I'm going to Indy to see Julia.
You would.
I will.
Hog.
You would.
Hog.
You certainly would.
Time are you available Sunday?
I could do the 8 o'clock probably if we all can. 8:30, 9, whatever. I work in the morning, as a lot of other
Same.
people do as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty dead set on a hard cutoff, like 11:30 max. I will not
Okay.
play past 11:30. I'll leave the call.
I think it would make sense for us to take a little bit of time and look at maybe the 16th, 17th, or 16th or 17th.
That should be.
16th then?
I don't know
Should
if
be
it's
back.
that weekend or the next one, but I'm going to Oregon.
Oh,
So
you're going to trick him.
Are you gonna go get your organs harvested?
Hi.
yes,
Well, find out for us.
I think it's the next weekend, but for whatever reason, that sounds weird.